settled weather, some hazy autumn sunshine for most of us today. However, out in the Atlantic, something far wetter and windier is brewing up. This nasty big black blob of cloud, well, that's a developing area of low pressure. It's going to deepen further as it races to the north of the British Isles, but it does mean some wet and windy weather getting into northern areas through the next 24 hours. The winds will be picking up overnight tonight, and they'll be touching gale force across northwestern parts of the United Kingdom by the end of the night. The rain initially pushing into the Outer Hebrides during the early hours and then spreading to other parts of northern and western Scotland. Eventually some drizzly rain turning up in Northern Ireland as well. Elsewhere, I think it's going to be a dry night. There is just a small chance as a southerly drift develops of the odd light shower just coming onto the Channel coast, but for much of England and Wales a dry night, and where there are some breaks in the cloud, a little bit of mistiness and lowest temperatures of around about 4 Celsius. So tomorrow, that wet and windy weather spilling southwards across Scotland. It has to be said, probably the far southeast of Scotland, the border's staying dry, certainly during daylight hours. Any rain getting in there probably after dusk. Wet weather, windy weather across the rest of Northern Ireland, but for much of England and Wales I think it's going to be a dry day. However, as the winds freshen up, we could find the cloud thickening up across the Irish Sea, and that could thicken enough for by the end of the day to give the odd spot of drizzly rain in Cumbria. I think once again tomorrow it's going to be central and southeastern parts of England that get the best of the sunshine. So that's where top temperatures are likely to be around about 17 Celsius, whereas up in the rather windswept northwest they'll be closer to 13 or 14. Into the weekend, on Saturday, a weather system straddling the country, so as you might expect there is going to be some rain around. More of that turning up in northern and western parts of the British Isles through the day. But I think once again it's going to be southeast Scotland, the eastern side of England, parts of the Midlands that'll stay dry with a little bit more of that hazy autumn sunshine, although it has to be said the breeze down here will be picking up as well. On Sunday, as one weather front moves to the north, another one will be swinging in from the west, so some heavy rain moving out of Scotland. A lot of cloud left, a few showers across the rest of Scotland, England and Wales, and then later on in the day some heavy thundery rain starting to swing into the west. And that's the forecast.